Hello, thank you for clicking on the video. I greatly appreciate that. If you find yourself enjoying this video, I do hope you hit the like button down below, as it really helps push it with the YouTube algorithm. If you find yourself coming back to my channel fairly often, I do hope you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified about when I'm going live and my upcoming videos. Now, if you haven't seen any of the previous The Outer Worlds videos, you can check out this playlist here. And if you just haven't seen the last The Outer Worlds video, you can check that out here. Now, without further ado, let's poof on in, play some of The Outer Worlds. Okay.
For the price?
Not now. Jinx, but
Of course, it's all
My dry
stillable.
goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Balls. Pausing. 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 Sorry about the light, guys. I know it just came on.
I offer high quality and low prices. Pick one for your purchase. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Who's the top dogs in these parts? A town built in the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day. Who's the top
Town
dog?
Sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
Okay. Town built in the
Yeah,
side of a
and?
mountain.
Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch is a lawless land. On second thought, forget it. From who?
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Fair enough. Why the solicitants? Show. Socialists? Socialists. I think that's a better word for it. No, I think you're not telling me the whole story. No, I don't think you're
It might
telling
be
me
that
the
you're
whole
right.
story.
But I got no reason to trust you with the truth, now do I? Maybe if you were a better friend to Sublight. Ask me again if your standing with Sublight improves, and I'll feel more obliged to answer.
See what you got to trade. Okay. File that. File that. File that. File that. Oh, I did some off-screen inventory management, so hopefully there won't be as much of a problem with running into an issue where I just don't have so I'm not running into an issue where I'm running out of not running out of, but I've got where I'm becoming over income as much, so That's gonna hurt. Oof. Alright, so let's, I just got in this area, so let's go back and do some minor exploring for some things here. Okay.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium Goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Lilia sent me to deal with a sublight problem. Flattery will get you everywhere. Do go on. Did you just say wink at me instead of actually winking? Cross your arms. That ought to be good. Did you just say wink
Don't
at me?
believe I did. No. Wink.
Oh.
Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Let me guess. We pocket the half you save. This is a genuine idea. Live one that's a stroke of sheer brilliance. Live one
See?
for the XP.
I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
5%? I'll be happy to help. Not like I have anything better to do. Where should I start? Before I agree to this, I want some questions answered. Before I agree to this, I want some questions answered.
I won't even hit back.
Punch him in the eye. Lilia sent me to meet with Catherine Moline. Where should I start looking for missing sprite carriers? What do you do around here? Punch him in the eye.
Ow! What the, what was that for?
You told me to hit you. Wink at me one more time. I dare you. No reason. You told me to hit you.
You're nuttier than Miss Malin. Cripes. Remind me never to cross you. Though, you put that mean right hook to good use getting my drugs, and I'll be more than happy.
Lost. Lilia sent
Wow.
me to meet.
You're either an extremely important person, or slated for a slow and torturous death. I do hope it's the former. Either way, you'll find Miss Catherine Malin straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
Okay. Where should I start looking for missing sprites?
I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the waterfall. Ought to check there first.
Okay.
Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs for yourself.
Not like I have anything better to do. Not like I have anything
Was
better
that
to
sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
do. Alright.
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Huh. Seems pretty reasonable. Tell me about the amenities. Where am I? What is this place? Lilia send me. Tell me about
No
the
reservation,
amenities.
no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you
Okay.
straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Okay. Where am
Guess
I?
it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No, not really. I'm assuming it means criminals, so we're just saying
Swell.
sure.
We like quick on the draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
Okay. Alright. I was hoping for a mission, but
They do not produce derelict
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
What are you looking at?
bro, you did not just call me Brung Leech. I will shoot you in the face and be done with this. I'm not gonna shoot him in the face. That's rude. Hey, stuff that's not stolen. What do you know? It's all still. What happens if I... Okay, I'm not gonna steal anything, but lockpicking is, okay. Good. I'm always worried about...
Ain't in the mood.
Keep walking.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
Okay, seriously, what's your deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Okay. Scram I will. Bye.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works. I say, knock.
Oh yeah, this
like
is
I'm
where
on
I
the
was at.
outside of
Okay.
a door, and you say,
only
Swear to the
My
architect.
bet's on
I will punch
citation.
you.
Keep walking, Brung Leech.
Really not appreciating the run leech sock. Seems real rude.
What are you looking at?
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine send you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
Can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Okay.
Ain't looking for trouble. Nope.
ain't looking for trouble. No.
I'm sure that's all stillable stuff.
Ain't in the mood.
Ain't in the mood.
Ah, my bits.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, my bad. Nothing at all.
Carry on.
My bad. My bad.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why
Hey.
is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Nice to meet you. I'm Poofy. Yeah, you're real friendly. Charm. If you by nugget of paradise you mean piece of mantle dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I like her. Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem. The boss sent me. You OF? Need a hand for hire? I'd like a room. Actually, I'm the fixer.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Cut to the chase, Maylene. How special and what? Cut to the chase.
All right. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Can get it done with that. Define safe. Are you kidding? Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
I like her. I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders.
That's fine.
The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manties. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Or Sawbones. Ellie could probably cook something up. I'll find a way around the Manosaurs.
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Good thing we have an engineer. Patel will handle it. A resident vicar is pretty good with computers. He could hack it. The plasma option sounds fun. Better to do it safely. I've only got one ship. I think we have
Load
Patel.
vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it.
Okay.
I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Okay.
Good.
I'll be
This
interested.
particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Alright. I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
Okay. Easy as eating cis pig pie. What specifically do you want me to do? Any tips? Eating.
Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him
I'm just
where
gonna
it
go shoot
hurts.
him.
And his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in? Say I wanted to sabotage the factories. Just kill Clive.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Sounds good. What if I decide? Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
I like her.
My bet's on citation in the...
Hello?
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Like a drink. What's this? Well, it's the strangest thing, really. But I was frozen in space for 70 years, and one day, you serve drinks at the bar, right?
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
Okay. That's rude. Rude!
I think I'll go for a swim.
Okay, everything in here is probably going to be stillable.
I don't think I like Miss Catherine. Not just on account of swearing, though. She swears.
Self-sanitization needed. Alert. Self-sanitization needed.
They do not produce derelict entertainment such as this on demand. I assure you.
I hate when everything is just still this, still that, still this, still that. View recent records. Pausing. Pausing. Pausing.
Gosh, that's clever.
Out of bits right now.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch? What else can you tell me about your insurance policy?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
If you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO. Plenty.
Tell me more.
As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured? Who would get the outrageous statement insured? Disastrous marriage. Who gets their
Usually
eyebrows?
character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Laws.
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Okay.
Those are mostly for top rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss. One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
That's all. Surprised the person didn't ask where I came from, but that's okay. See, another one? Locked. Oh, still able.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
Stocked with better.
Oh, she looks important.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems like your lucky day. I'd like to ask you something. Seems like your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Close call?
You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote.
How'd you wind up in Fallbrook? Which crew did you say you stationed with? Any survival tips? I'm looking for Devil's Peak. How'd you wind up in Fallbrook?
Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Which crew?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all. Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece. Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're part of the mountain terrain.
Okay.
Right then. Very well. Then I'd like to answer it. If I can, that is. Right
okay,
then.
So just
very
send
well.
us back into the thing. Okay. Alright, bye. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Okay. Alrighty.
Stand clear of Solvent Street.
Booze like this leads to two things.
Price, I expected a larger pot.
Oh, this place is so big.
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Bum, 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 bum.
Keep walking, Rum Leech. What are you looking at? What? Huh?
Dang, that's impressive.
Nothing there.
Okay, there is one thing I'm gonna steal, and it's this ID card. Figured it might be useful. I don't like
Moves like
stealing,
this
and I
leads
know
to
there
two
was probably
things.
some
Something
other way to
ugly.
get it, but rather than take fall damage. Wow, they made this giant space behind this building, but then didn't put anything back here. What a shame. Oh. What's up here? Oh. Oh, cool. Pausing. 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 Once again, thank you for clicking on the video. I greatly appreciate that. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time. Peace.